Okay, now to topic 2, which is part 1 of our releases for August. And before we start, as always, I'll go over the songs that we reviewed, or like the albums we reviewed, so that you don't question why we're not talking about certain songs.
Yeah, we're not avoiding BTS because we literally just covered that.
So for our past reviews, we reviewed Berry Good's Free Travel, BTS's Love Yourself Answer, Daya's Summer Aid, Casper's Time Is Up, Luna's Plus Plus, Produce 48's 30 Girls 6 Concepts, which we talked about on Produce Cast, Red Velvet's Summer Magic, and Stray Kids' I Am Who. And moving on to the first release, we have GIDLE's digital single Han Alone. So for me, I didn't like this song as much as La Ta Ta, but I still like it a lot. And the one thing that stood out to me is the hand choreography is insane.
That seems to be their thing, like, because if you look at La Ta Ta, that's sort of like it's kind of like this almost like Indian, like inspired, like sort of thing, which it's kind of like their motif that they're going for.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I'd say the choreo is definitely stand out. I'd probably be in the same boat that I didn't like this as much as I liked La Ta Ta, but I do appreciate that they're not boxing them into, okay, you're going to be a 4-minute clone for the rest of your life, because this sounds pretty unique. And again, I'm glad that it's not, they didn't turn, at least this one isn't really Jun So-yeon and Friends, where almost everyone just gets an equal sort of amount of time in the center. Especially, I appreciate a lot of, like, there's an abundance of Yuki, so I can definitely appreciate that.
I actually really, really like this song. I think I like it more than La Ta Ta, to be honest. I think Maze is still my favorite GIDLE song, though.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Yeah, because that song is amazing. But yeah, this one is really great. I like the sort of like desert Egyptian concept they had for the music video. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish they would have actually like go to the desert or something. I think that would have been really cool, because it was like easily you could tell it was a set. But that being said, it still looked nice. It was good production value and stuff like that. I was also glad that so Jun So-yeon, she starts out with the do you remember
So
and
deep.
Then I like that when they reintroduced that part of the song towards the middle, that Seokjin was the one that did that part, and they like switched it up. So
that's a really nice touch. Like, again, it's almost like they went to prove that, like, okay, we're not gonna format it or CLC the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Next we have AKB48's single album Sentimental Train with the title track. So for this, I liked it. It's still pretty standard J-pop, but it helps that it's not just a giant group of Japanese girls that I know nothing about anymore. Because a lot of Produce 48 members are in it, especially Nako, who's the best.
Nako-chan!
She's so small.
Yeah, she's so tiny. Like, she's not over 5 feet. That's incredible.
Yeah, she's 4'11".
Oh my god. Anyway, I think it's gonna be obvious that we're definitely gonna cover AKB and other groups when relevant in the releases list. So whenever they have Produce 48 members. So this song is actually pretty old. It's actually like 3 months old. It's just they didn't put out the MV came out this month, and the single came out or in August. Single is coming out sometime in a couple of weeks, which I ordered 2 versions of because I'm crazy. And so like the story behind this is Matsui Jorina won the Sosenkyo and was supposed to be the center for this 53rd single. 53 singles, that's insane. And due to just stress and just like really bad health, she has stepped away from SKE48, which is her main group, and any 48 group activities, which is why she had to drop out of Produce 48. So spoilers, sorry if you didn't watch that already, but that shit was like 4 months old.
That's
so
past spoilers.
To my understanding, they filmed this without her, and once she's healthy again, they're going to refilm the entire thing. and redo the entire like music video with her. So they sort of play into that with this song where it's just they use a lot of storyboards and they sort of like use clever camera tricks where it's like, oh, it's supposed to be Jurina, but like it's like the back of her head or whatever, or they sort of like do like a 3D model sort of thing. So yeah, I appreciate it that they're not. And also, I talked about this with Nate on the Produce Cast, but I don't think I mentioned this before to you, Jacob. But the cover or the limited edition version of cover A, which is usually like the reserved for the center, it's empty. Yeah. So yeah, they definitely
interesting.
Because Jurina's not there. So
is it just blank?
Yeah, it's just blank, and it's like a picture of like clouds or whatever, and like a sort of like a window sort of thing, which is like the thematic thing. That makes it. Yeah, I did enjoy this song. It's super emotional, I guess, just because Jurina's not there, and I hope she recovers and comes back soon because she's easily my favorite now.
Yeah. I thought it was nice to see all the AKB48 girls that we got to know on Produce 48. Like back in, I guess, their native environment, so to speak, in AKB. That being said, none of the songs really blew me away of the three, but I definitely appreciate seeing them, like, I guess where they came from. So, yeah, I enjoyed it.
And if you were interested, the Produce girls in this were Sakura, Mutatomu, Takahashi Juri, and Yabuki Nako, obviously, so...
Next, we have another AKB48 song, which is, I think, a B-side off of this.
Yeah,
which Andrew can song. Pronounce, because Japanese.
It's Sandal ja dekinai koi. So it translates to something like, I don't like sandals, or I can't do it with sandals, or like, I don't know if they're talking about dancing, or they just don't like sandals. I'm the only one that had thoughts on this. I included this, for the singles that come out after the Sosenkyo ones, it's usually, so it's like 1 to like 17-ish is that's like the Senbatsu group, and then like subsequently like each like group of like whatever or so, they each get to do their own singles. So this is one of the coupling songs, as they call them. I love this one because it has like Shiroma Miru, it has Iwatate Saho, it has Kojima Mako, and also it kind of reminds you of like, it's like a really like sexy Latin vibe to it. I don't know. I can't really take the concept of sexy Kojima Mako just because I keep thinking her as the cute girl that wore freaking raccoon costume in her introduction for Produce 48. But she's excellent in this. It's just I really love the vibe of this song, especially.
And finally, we have another AKB48 song.
It's Hitonatsu no Dekikoto. I don't know the entire exact translation to this, but I picked this one because Gotomoe finally gets her time in the sun, and she's the center of this song. And the only other Produce girls were Motomura Aoi and Haseka Larana. And also, just sort of interesting thing, because you know how they have sister groups in other countries like Thailand and Taiwan and like the Philippines and that sort of thing. A member of BNK48, which is the Thai sister group, actually got ranked high enough to be included in this. So that's pretty cool. I didn't even know the sister groups were the non-Japanese sister groups were eligible for Sosenkyo. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Imagine if fuck it. We'll imagine if iZone is eligible for this.
Eligible.
Eyes
Or like Eyes One.
Or whenever they do a Korean branch.
Yo, that'd be insane. Imagine
freaking
I don't know. I don't want to spoil, but like imagine like a Korean like member of Eyes One like being eligible for Sosenkyo. Yeah. Imagine how popular K-pop is. Like they would make it into Senbatsu like immediately.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That actually would be crazy if they counted Eyes One.
Yeah.
It's a sister group, technically. So
yeah.
Okay, next we have Alike, which they have a debut digital single, Summer Love. So for this, it actually stood out to me. Obviously, it's a Tropical House song, so I love them. It's just like fun summer song, which I love. But I thought that the vocals really stood out, and the guitar riff stood out to me as well.
Yeah,
so I thought this was a pretty good debut.
It's the most like guitar heavy tropical house song I've probably heard ever, which you normally wouldn't think would go well, but yeah, I think that's what sort of made it stand out to me. It didn't sound like every tropical house song that's come out within the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing is I think even though they did do Tropical House, it still sounded nice and fresh. I like that the vocals were nice, like in front and center on this track, which I always enjoy, because I feel like for me, vocals are definitely the main like showcase on a song, in my opinion at least, or for my taste. The music video didn't look too low budget either, so I really enjoyed them. So I hope they come out with more stuff soon.
They had enough money to go to like a beach and do like a location shoot, so they must not be like a poor group or something like that.
Yeah.
Next we have A-Soul's Soul Girl, which I assume is a single. I'm not sure.
No, it's one of it's one of like the album tracks off of Asobi.
Okay, so it's an album track off of Asobi, which is one of her older albums. Well, not
no,
old,
it's the one that came out like this year. So I should be receiving it soon. Like the physical version.
Yeah, mine shipped eventually too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. I don't think she's put out bad music, so that's all I really have to say about
whatsoever. It. I love her dedication to like her specific aesthetic, where she low pass filters the shit out of this song, and like the video is like really like 90s like potato quality camera. So I feel like she really nails down the visual element of all her music, and they're inseparable at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I really like Asol's music. I think this sort of aesthetic I like better than the last one where it's kind of just her in a bikini the whole time. That being said, I guess my impressions of the song were, wow, this is lo-fi AF.
Yeah, it's like it belongs on one of those lo-fi playlists that you play for studying.
To study / relax to. Yeah, exactly.
But we love Aso here. She has a sticker.
Yeah.
She gave me a sticker that says "Thank you, Andrew Lee." So I love her forever. We're the biggest Aso fanboys.
Basically. Next we have Asters' digital single Champagne, featuring Rain and produced by Ravi.
It's a cover of the song by Yuno of TVXQ.
Yes. But yeah, it's EDM. Ravi produced it. Rain singing. Like, what could go wrong? It's just really good.
Yeah, I mean, I have my contention with like Ravi's like rapping voice and singing voice a lot of the time, but his production is always top notch, and you definitely feel the influence of his production on this, and that's really cool. I never imagined like Rain and Ravi would ever work together like in this, or Rain would put out like, I don't know, because just like Rain's, I guess, stuck in time for me, where I always just imagine him with his like his early 2010s like era music, whereas him doing like a modern style song to this is just so unique. So it was a very interesting collaboration between them.
I just can't not think of him as the ninja assassin.
Yeah, basically, just like he's forever like stuck in that time for me.
Yeah, watch that movie; it's ridiculous.
Oh, we need to do a review of Ninja Assassin. We should
review Ninja Assassin. I haven't seen it in so long.
No, we have to bring Kevin back for that though, definitely.
Spoil. I remember the twist though, so but whatever. Next we have Babylon and Woods Eden Stardust Project single Drive. So for this it's a good R&B song, but I really, really like Woods' voice. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Like for me, it sounded like he was channeling like the spirit of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, what? Like, I know they're doing a lot of MJ tributes in K-pop, but like, what? Maybe it's like, did you hear about that story? Sony admitted that on Michael Jackson's posthumous album, they hired a Michael Jackson like voice impersonator to do 2 of the songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a huge. It's like a huge blow up for Sony Music, and I mean that's not surprising. But I mean, props to that guy for being able to freaking like impersonate Michael Jackson in the first place. That's hard, but still,
yeah.
That's definitely just a compliment to Woods in terms of his vocal talent. Like when you're getting compared to Michael Jackson, that's probably the best compliment you can ever get as a vocalist.
Yeah. Next we have Baekhyun from EXO and Loco's station single Young. I thought it was just a really nice mix of their voices and styles. It just really worked well together.
Yeah, like you wouldn't know. Like Baekhyun's style is a lot. He loves a lot more of like the ballad tracks when he's doing like his own thing, but you can definitely feel the sort of influence that Loco has and going, I guess, a bit more hip hop. So yeah, it was a really good blend, and I just really love the concept of Station Zero, where they're just a lot of like high profile like artists that they're collaborating with that aren't under SM. So it's a great continuation.
Yeah,
I thought the song was really cool actually. Like it sounded like an EXO song, not just like a Baekhyun song to me, which I thought was pretty cool. Loco's rapping was also pretty good. So yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Next we have Big Flow's mini album Emphasize with the title track Upside Down.
I mean, it's very rare for us to like mark down boy groups that we're not necessarily familiar with, but I really appreciated this song just because, one, brave sound, two, it's just super funky, and three, their choreography was really good because they have a lot of members, so they could basically do like what 17 does and just like do really interesting sort of set pieces with their choreography. So yeah, I mean, I know absolutely nothing about Big Flow. If you know anything about this group, please like educate me in the comments below, because I was very intrigued after hearing this for the first time.
Well, Uijin, the center for UNB, is in this group.
Oh, he's from this group? Oh, that's okay. Maybe.
Yeah. He was in the song.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I sort of, because I like UNB's music, so.
UNB. Next we have Blackpink's Japanese version of do.
Quote, I keep it lit like a matchstick. Bitch, I'm a star, but no Patrick.
Oof.
Why do you do this, YG?
So bad.
Like, is he trying? Like, are they trying to like see what they can get away with, like giving like Lisa in terms of like ridiculousness? Like, because this isn't the first time they've ever said anything like ridiculous in like the Japanese releases, which half the time are just like them singing in English because they I don't know, I don't know how well developed they are in their Japanese pronunciation, but oh boy. If any of this like leaks into their English debut, I swear to God,
please make SpongeBob references.
No,
keep doing it.
Don't do this to them.
Yes,
please don't. Like I imagine like Lisa, like every time they have to like perform in Japan, it's like, why the hell am I? What did I do to deserve having to say this in front of a crowd of fans that actually appreciate her?
I like it.
My God,
it's so dumb. Okay, next we have Brave Girl's digital single Rollin', the new version, because Brave Sound can't put out real music for them for some reason because they're horrible people. But I thought that I like this version. They took a flawless song, they added some sexy sax and piano to it, and made it more tropical house-ish. It's still flawless in my opinion.
I guess my only complaint would like the music is flawless. Like anytime you add sexy sax to a song, that just makes it 100 times better. My only complaint is that like the music video is a lot more lazy because it's just like we're gonna definitely go on vacation and film it and call it a music video type of thing. So
Brave Sound can't even give them a new song. So you think they could give them a new music video?
Does Brave Sound has a dungeon?
Basically. They're spending all their money on Samuel, so...
Yeah, that's true, because Samuel has had how many comebacks in, like,
He's
1 year?
He's getting a fucking light stick.
Does Brave Girls have a light stick yet?
No, of course not.
SNSD
doesn't even have a light stick yet.
Imagine if OGG gets a light stick and, like, and the main group still doesn't, so we'll see.
No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a main group one, but yeah. Then they don't have to release a separate Taeyeon light stick, a separate.
I want a Taeyeon light stick. Are you kidding me?
That would cost so much money, and I would buy them all.
Yeah, I mean, like,
honestly, maybe they will do that then, because that would make them a lot of money.
The next time they do like OT8 or whatever, they have every member has light stick. I'd go broke.
Yeah, everyone's got one in between their fingers. They're like, yeah.
Okay, do you have anything to say about Rollin', Jacob?
I liked it. It's still the song I love. I think it's too hectic though compared to the original version, so I'll just keep listening to that.
But sexy sax.
Yeah,
I see where he's coming from.
The actual like the backing track is like it's way too busy, and it like drowns out the vocals.
Yeah.
Next we have Coco from Coco Sorry. It's a digital single Sugar Cake featuring Microdot.
So yeah, she's sort of going off on her own. She's normally with Coco Sorry, but I believe she makes star this solo. I'm not entirely sure, but because at the end of the music video, there's like credits of like people's names, so I'm guessing it is so. I love her voice always, just because she has a really like sweet, serene voice, and this is probably the better Microdot feature that's on this list, because we'll get to one later that's just completely unnecessary. But yeah, I enjoyed her, and it's probably like the reason why this exists is like Coco Sorry just does weird as hell music, and this is probably just like an outlet for her to just do like regular music. So,
yeah, I thought this was really good actually. I'm also kind of like curious what the thing that comes in the background. It's like a distorted horn or something. I'm curious what it is.
Yeah, it's some weird sample.
I thought it was cool.
Next we have Crush's single Rio featuring Sifka and Byeon of Balming Tiger.
I don't know who Byeon is from Balming Tiger, but I love Sifka and I love Crush, so that's why I definitely marked this song down. Sifka is just excellent. She's always on the cutting edge of these like experimental sounding songs, and this is probably the first time I've ever heard Crush just like rap straight up, and not because he's mostly known for being a singer. So this was an interesting sort of like new take on his type of music. So,
Jacob.
Yeah, I thought this was like it was kind of weird because like I don't really know how I feel about Crush's rapping, to be honest. I think I'd rather.
Did good, though.
Yeah, he did good. Like considering the fact that he usually never raps at all. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I really like Sifka's section of the song actually, and I kind of wish it was the whole song.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mostly I just want more music from her. I know she's like busy touring and being like a famous ass model or whatever, but
yeah. Next we have Doyoung from Wiki Miki from King of Masked Singer, where she performed with Harney, who is another contestant that wasn't revealed yet. That's just the nickname. Password 486, which is a Yuna song. And then for her reveal song, she sang I'm Okay, which is Taeyeon.
On My Voice. So good.
But yeah, the duet like gave me chills. Like they're both really good singers, and it was just like a fun pop rock song. Yeah. And then Doyoung just like it just made me proud that she is like proving she has the vocal ability to just like kill a Taeyeon song.
Yeah, because I feel like she's mostly known. Oh, she's the pretty one of like I-DLE.
Yeah,
and
she's the tall visual center.
Yeah,
but she can sing really well.
Any guesses on who Harney is?
No, I didn't even try to like bother. I was scared about Doyoung, to be honest.
Oh.
But yeah, I thought the song was particularly I'm Okay. I was really impressed with her performance there, because like I feel like singing a Taeyeon song in Korea is almost like singing, I don't know, like an AKB here. Like it's kind of like you sing a Taeyeon song if you want to show off. And I think she definitely killed it there. Like and no less being a song from My Voice, which is, you know, arguably one of my favorite album of all time. Like it's like always an unending battle between Shoebox and My Voice for me. So yeah.
Next we have EXID's Japanese version of Up and Down, which Andrew wanted to talk about.
We see the return of Solji. She's been away because of like health issues, so I'm glad that it seems like she's like back in the fold completely. Like the next Korean album, she's gonna be there too. So yeah, we definitely missed her. We definitely missed her. Wait, really? She was your bias the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, mine went from yeah, I don't.
It's either Solji or Hani every time.
I
basically.
don't know. Mine was like Hani at first, but now it's LE, but now it's I don't know. I gave up, but it translates very well. it translates very well into Japanese. Ellie does an excellent job she just raps almost exclusively in Japanese the entire time. So yeah, I really appreciate that. It was a no-brainer for them to go to the Japanese market, honestly. And because of that, that means we have yet another version of the greatest EXID song in the entire world. We got a Japanese version of Cream. So
yes,
kill me.
This is a victory for everyone.
Yes, definitely.
Literally no one.
Nate, come on, it's your favorite EXID song though.
He's already moving on.
Next is I-DLE's Japanese debut digital single Sign, featuring Usagi.
Doesn't Usagi mean like rabbit or something?
Usagi.
Yeah, Usagi.
Usagi. The bass in the song is ridiculous. The instrumentals are just so good. Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
So, apparently the song came out, the original Korean version of the song came out in 2016, and she's just sort of remaking it for the Japanese market. The nice thing is that the Korean version, I believe, had a Korean rapper, whereas it's cool that she sort of brought on a Japanese rapper to do the feature verse on this song. According to Rob, apparently she was on the unit or something, or like, I don't know, but apparently that's where she sort of got her fame from, or like at least how, I don't know, got more popularity out of. So that's cool. She's making her entry into the
Mix
Japanese
9.
market.
She was on Mix.
Oh, she was
I
Mix
was gonna
9.
say
Okay.
if she was on the unit,
I don't remember
a name.
Okay,
Yeah,
she was
I
on
don't
the
remember
bad
her
show.
from the unit.
She was not on the good one.
Yes.
Yeah, basically my notes were Rob has recommended I-DLE several times, so I need to check out more of her stuff because this was good.
Yeah, definitely.
Next we have FirstBytes single Move Over, which Andrew wanted to talk about.
All right, to explain this one, they are an American K-pop like dance cover group, and they have some connections or whatever, and they believe like they won like a contest and ended up going to Korea and do like a dance cover, and they put up a lot of dance covers on like Instagram and YouTube and everything. So yeah, they're sort of like making their transition from dance cover group into like actual attempting to make like K-pop style music. And apparently they have a lot of backing behind them. They have what's his name? Trophy Cat, the guy that works with like Edward Avila on a lot of his songs too, and like Edward Avila directed it, so they have a lot of backing behind them. I don't know the name of the girls, but I know the name of the guy is Eddie, and oh my god, this dude has so much sass in his dancing. Holy shit!
No, yeah, he's really famous. I've seen him before.
I haven't heard of him.
For me, like I think their dancing and everything was really good. I think for me, it's a little too like feminine. I guess it takes me back a little bit if a guy is dancing so femininely, but. I mean, that being said, I think they did a good job for what they're trying to accomplish.
Apparently, like he auditioned for like Big Hit or something like that. So I mean, I don't know. There's probably no way in hell they can probably debut in Korea, because like Korea wouldn't. The thought of like a guy doing like sexy concept style music like this is just too absurd for them. Because I mean, even Joe Kwan can't get away with this stuff to some degree. Yeah. But I do appreciate his skills. The only thing I'd probably say, just as a piece of advice, is he probably needs to, if he wants to sort of become an idol or be part of like some type of dance heavy pop group, you really have to work on the singing aspect of it, because his rapping was just kind of like him talking. So the other girls, the girls definitely had their chops, but he definitely needs to work on sort of having a more melodic tone to his voice, and not just thinking of it as just like, oh, you're speaking to someone like that. So I'll be interested to see where they go from here, if they do more original music.
Next, we have Glenn Check's digital single Velvet Goldmine. And I'm really into this. In Andrew's notes, I'm stealing them. The beats like early Linkin Park instrumentals, and I 100% agree with that. I think it's amazing, and I'm definitely looking at more of their stuff.
So yeah, we've covered technically we've covered Glenn Check before. Glenn Check is Junwon Kim's his like main, because Joohyung Kim does production on his own. He worked on a song with Crystal before, and this is his main group.
Is that weird music video with the art stuff?
Yeah, that one. So this is his main group that he does the vocals for. So this is actually my first time I think hearing. I forget if we covered Glenn Check on the releases list before, but yeah, I enjoyed it again. It just has that. It kind of reminds me of, specifically with Linkin Park. It kind of reminds me of like their remix albums, like Reanimated or whatever, where they sort of just like add a lot more of a hip hop element to it. So yeah, I know they're super underground. They're only really like the people that love like Korean indie or experimental music are into them. But yeah, I need to do more research on them because I love this song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I actually like, since I listened to this yesterday, like I've been listening to it like all day today, along with a couple other songs on the list. Yeah, I thought this was amazing, so I'm definitely gonna check out the rest of their songs. I think when I looked on iTunes, they only had like 1 or 2 albums, so yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to check out the rest of their stuff. Because I assume if they're on Apple Music, then they must be on Spotify, or at least you'd think.
Hopefully, you never know.
Next we have Hara from Cara, Japanese debut single, Wild.
I don't know what the hell she's been doing for the past couple of years since Cara disbanded, but somebody said like apparently she's a model or something.
Yeah, she's probably just been modeling and acting.
Okay,
I haven't really heard her acting much recently though.
Yeah. Man, this is probably the first time I've heard her name like spoken in years. So it was interesting. It's interesting to see that she's coming back. She's making music again, but making it a Japanese song. I know Cara's popular in Japan, but like you'd think that she'd sort of make her comeback or make more music, her return to music in the Korean market. Other than that, like the actual song kind of reminds me of Yezi's solo song, the Anna whatever, I forget, like the one that's like really Egyptian.
Cinnamon.
Yeah. So similar sort of vibe to that, and visually as well. So it was a really interesting song.
She's done variety shows in last year and this year, and a web film last year.
Okay, so just she hasn't been.
She's a little bit like hosting and acting and stuff. Not really music.
Yeah.
This song I played at least like 5 times a day.
No, that's me too.
Yeah, and the music video I watch at least once a day still. Like it's so good. It's like exactly what I wanted from Luna. And yeah, like you said in our